Alright, I'm back in Worksop again tonight. I thought I'd come and do some interesting buildings in Worksop on the town centre, but I'd also show you the post reset going off there as well. So we're at the White Line top end of Worksop. This road used to take you, well, it does take you out to Clumber Park. When I was a kid back in the 60s, 70s, Dad always used to drive right through the middle of Worksop to get through to Clumber Park, and then after they put a bypass in, he used to go on the bypass into Worksop. So the first notable feature is the church. It's called St Mary's Catholic Church. Two photos of this before, but I've never done a video that I can remember. Noticing a lot of Celtic crosses around here. Well, it gives you a flavour of that anyway. So I want to push on through town centre itself, but anybody interested in the churches, pop in and have a look at this. The housing up this side of Worksop, I quite like it. It's more my sort of housing. I can imagine at one bit this was the only way out of this end of Worksop, so it would have been packed. Now, one of the things I said is that there's not many levels beneath the surface in Worksop, but what I've just noticed here is on this set of houses you can see like 4 doorways or windows below ground level. So this is the older type red brick stuff. You can see if I just zoom right in on one, it's been bricked up there, there and there. So what were they? Were the windows? I'm going to say if the coal ducts, I would have said there'd probably be one a house. Trying to give you a flavour down here. Now this Tiger, I don't know what pub this was originally. See, we have the same thing, so they could be coal ducts. There's one per house here. Now just here we've got the new cinema, Savoy. Now Savoy existed before in Worksop a long time ago, and then it's come back in another form. I can't remember the Savoy in my time originally. It's 4 small cinemas, 2 of them are okay, 2 of them aren't. Most of the films I want to see are in the cinemas that aren't okay, the really small screens. Now All I want to show you is here, originally this car park in here, around the back of there was the market every week. I mean, my granddad, he came from Handsworth every week on a Wednesday to go to the market. So it was like a stationary market up this end, and then what they've done is since, I think about 2000, they've actually installed the market now every week. So they actually put the market down the high street. I think there's one tomorrow. I think there's usually one on Friday, if I'm right, and one on Saturday. But I did a video of Rotherham last week, and Worksop seems a bigger town centre than Rotherham because it goes from one end to the other, and you'll get the gist. Whereas, sorry, I'm not sure which way around I said that. Worksop seems a bigger town centre than Rotherham because it's just one long street, whereas Rotherham has got lots of different roads that snake off onto each other. So we've got the Ayres departmental store. It used to have really good clock shop and sold various other things. I think it was just about there, but I don't think Ayres is anything like it used to be. It's probably been hammered by online shopping. Used to have a nice, well, it has got a nice cafe, I think, in there as well, but it's not as well painted up as it used to be. Now there's a shipping just here. I think it's been done up, but nobody's took it. Better view of Ayres. How long Ayres will last, I don't know, but it's a real shame to see names like this go. But if you look at it, it's now more like a yellowy colour than a white colour. But like I say, they're not earning the same sort of money anymore. So I remember Worksop late 60s, if I can have any memories as a child from then. And it was a really great shopping centre. I think it was up to about the 1980s, 90s. And then the out of town shopping centres came along, Meadowhall. I mean, look at that, the Royal Hotel. That looks a beautiful building there. House of Elegance next to it. Really lovely architecture on these buildings. Now this is Potter Street. Now at one bit there were all exclusive shops along here. I remember an ornament jewellery type shop up here, but nothing up here I want to go in. And there was actually an independent herbalist as well, something I'm into. What I'm coming down to show you is the French Horn Hotel, not been open for years. That's another public house gone. Beautiful architecture on it. Seems to be the style of pubs in Worksop, this. I'll go right up to there. So it's rebuilt in 1906, but this has been vacant for a long time now. If you've got any ideas to revive this place, please do something with it. As you can see, that what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my legs a bit, but you can see the sort of housing down here. I love it, quaint old houses. I think it's a mix of businesses and residential flats and things. And if you carry on down that road, that'll take you down to the Priory that I did a video on last night. I'll do a longer video on the Priory sometime, but I need to dig more into the Priory, find out more about it before I do anything more on it. But looks like it's had some work done on this building, but it's absolutely beautiful architecture. And then you've got council buildings, and Nottingham Police Station's now in here. It used to be at another building next door to here. But one of the sad things I'm seeing is quite a few homeless people here. I did a few of my anti-lockdown protests in Worksop, and they were quite receptive people. They seemed quite open to it. They can probably been on the cold face of it all. And in Sheffield and in Worksop during the severest lockdown, I got more support from the homeless people saying, yeah, we know, none of us have died. Just focus on these two buildings because they're really fantastic architecture. I'd love to know where all the wealth came from. Look at that balcony there, absolutely beautiful that. Exclusive shops. Still. So they can see the Savoy Cinema, Town Hall. So that's Potter Street down there, takes you up to Clumber Park up there. Now on the Lion Hotel. Steer, I'm sure that's got some stories. So let me just show you this. The House of Elegance. For as long as I can remember, this has been a pretty exclusive place. It's brilliant for ladies, not so much for us guys but that's the sort of quality shops I like to see. So we're now on Bridge Street in Worksop. So we've lost a lot of shops at the top end of Worksop. Seems to have been really hammered at this end, and the bottom end, which I don't like as much, it's got more of the shopping in it. It seems to have survived, whereas the older type shops, they've been hammered. Lots of tea rooms around here, they've gone in the lockdown. A lot of them couldn't survive. I think that was another tea room there. I've noticed somewhere around here for Castle. I've never really looked to see if there was a Castle in Worksop. I don't know where that's come from because it's called Castle Hill. There's been a bit of modernisation of these buildings, or not modernisation, but they've been upgraded a little bit because I can't remember where it was now. One was Middleton Garden Centre and Middleton Pet Shops. I remember coming in there every weekend as a kid. Sorry, every week as a kid on a Wednesday. We came in with my granddad. See, post reset. Now I know this used to be an Army and Navy store. Now we got Castle Street, and I'm going to have to do some digging on it because I don't know if there's ever been a castle here or not. It just seems strange that it's called Castle Street. Got the Swan in here. Built in 1926 it says. I don't think that's open anymore. I think it was open, but as you can see, this is a standard of pubs in Worksop, and you'll find these all over. They just can't hold the trade anymore. Now, I used to come into Worksop on a Thursday night, really good night on a Thursday back in the 80s. Frog and Nightgown, other end of Worksop, and I might be able to find the Frog and Nightgown. That was fantastic, that. Like I say, I think Middleton was somewhere around it, Middleton's Pet Shop and Garden Centre. My granddad always wanted to go in Garden Centre, and that was one of our protocols every Wednesday when we came, if we went at school. see the market stalls down the middle of Worksop. I prefer these types of markets, but I'm not sure it's bringing any better trade into Worksop at the moment. So we've still got a NatWest here. But I did do a video during lockdown, in the middle of lockdown. Now I actually had a narration on it, but I got some aggro from somebody when I was filming, and I actually removed the audio on that one. I'm not going to be intimidated, but you can actually see that video with just like a music background on it. It's really been hammered at this top end. People for some reason don't want to walk up here. Looking to see what type of shops there are, that you get an idea. Nothing I'm going to come into Worksop for. Hand stretcher here. Just here was the Yorkshire Bank. I had a Yorkshire Bank account until I joined Midland, and Midland Bank in 1985. Then I moved my current account across to Midland. So this is Yorkshire Bank, and it says established 1859 now. I'm not sure if that was Yorkshire Bank or the previous bank that was here before Yorkshire Bank. This is Worksop, you can see back up to the top. And you've got the Unicorn pub just here. Got a bit of Tudor in Worksop. I don't know if it's mock Tudor or...
Shutting it?
And then when I was a kid, I can remember there were Davies cafes everywhere around sort of South Yorkshire, and I think Davies was there or something like that. I'm sure it was just there, but I can't remember 100%. Queen's Head here, that's still open. September of last year, that was Midland Bank, HSBC. That closed last year. Closest bank now I think is Crystal Peaks, Darnell Shut in Sheffield, and I think there's another one at Mansfield. I'm going to see if I can get down there in a minute. So down here is like the Crossing Church Centre, so that's various number of churches got together, and I've been dancing in there. It's quite a nice place to dance. There's a new modern bus station down here for Worksop. I'm not going to show it you, but it is down here. You just carry on down. It'll take you to where the old Victoria Hospital is, and then you got Wetherspoons here. Really supportive of us for Brexit. We haven't quite got Brexit yet, but we will do. Now we've still got a Barclays Bank, and they've done a lot of work on that during the lockdown. They had boards around it, and that again is another beautiful piece of architecture. Never seen it looking as nice as that before. Looks like Barclays is here to stay. Bit of a shame my bank, HSBC, I worked for 15 years, and I worked in information technology. Don't seem to want to see people face to face. Want to do everything online now. So it's a different angle of the Queen's Head. Same again, you've got some beautiful architecture here. I'd like to know where some of the wealth came from in Worksop in the past. The reason I'm walking down here is there's a old dance hall down here, Parley de Dance. I didn't need to be in Europe to have all these sorts of things. Now, this was the old bus station, and at one bit you used to get the buses from in there. It was a bit like on the buses, if you can remember, at Rejvarde. Now they've got a modern bus station. Salvation Army here, if it's still a Salvation Army. It must be. And I'll catch that from the other side. Then you've got Parley de Dance there. I just want to switch you around and show you that's the Salvation Army there. I think that's the other side of the bus station there, and just down there is Central Park. I think it's Central Park, and that's the original football ground of Worksop Town. And I've actually seen Yorkshire play Nottinghamshire there, because there used to be a